Hi everyone, welcome to Jumping Glitter Gaming, and today we're going to be building an easy hobbit hole. Now it's took me about an hour to build, and I just thought I'd edit it all together and just make some nice little video. It's not necessarily a tutorial, I just kind of clipped together all the kind of decisions that I made. So I started off by putting this green, I think it was pressed concrete, what do you call it, sand or something, I don't know, but it kept falling down and it was kind of annoying. So I ended up changing it for dark green concrete, and you know it's really hard to make a circle out of blocks, but I kind of went for this square with the corners, you know, bumped out, and then filled it around with brick. And as some of you might know, the hobbit hole has some cute little steps. I went with cobblestone with moss on and made it go all the way down, because the hobbit hole, it's kind of, there's like a path up to it, do you know what I mean? And I was kind of going for this was my reference point, so it's kind of like a tier shaped, isn't it? So I was trying to think about that while I was like carving it into the side, and I decided to put square windows because really there's nothing much else you can do. And then I thought, you know, it's looking a bit flat. So I got the brick and I just kind of jutted it out one brick, like layered. I thought, oh, that's looking so much better. And then I got the coloured, this is yellow concrete. And I went around the windows, got rid of all the soil. And I'm liking the colour palette. Because I think with Minecraft, there you go. The colour palette, you got green, you got brick, you got yellow, and it's in the mountainside, so that's what we're kind of aiming for. Because even though you might not be able to get the shape right, because let's face it, it's really hard to do that in Minecraft, but at least you can get the colour palette right, and it's not looking too bad. It is looking a bit square. So what I try to do is I put some more green pressed powder on the top, and then look, fell down, so annoying. So I changed it for moss blocks, which I don't think I realised existed. It's been quite a while since I played on Minecraft. But no, when I'm making things like this, I try not to copy other Minecraft builds. I try and copy like the real one in real life, which is why I keep looking at the photographs of it. So I'm building it out here so it looks more like the house is set back into it. Do you know what I mean? I think it's working quite well, and I'm just going nuts with the blocks. This is why I can't really do a tutorial, because I'm trying to make it look organic. I'm just kind of throwing it out there. And then I went and put long grass just around the place. I didn't even choose, I just kind of pressed place and then turned my thing around, and they landed where it wanted. So I use long grass, I use short grass, I use bushes, because we want it to look overgrown. The hobbit hole, again, when I looked at the reference point, there was just like lots of plants just like overgrown everywhere. Let's put some flowers, some sunflowers. Annoyingly, they were facing the sun, which I know is quite cute, but you can't see them face on, which I should have thought about that when I picked my spot. But they're nice from that side, look. And then I put some firefly bushes, and I meant to record a bit of a nighttime scene, but I forgot, so oops. I decided to extend the path into the floor, and then put some more bric-a-brac around, like some big pots, little pots, put some flowers in them and some ferns, just to make it look like a gardener's been there. What's his name? Bilbo Baggins. Likes the gardening, doesn't he? Do you know what? It's been quite a few years since I watched Lord of the Rings. I think I might have to watch it soon. Put some random flowers, and then I did notice on one of the pictures that there is a fence like surrounding the property, and I thought that would be good actually. So I thought I'd put some lanterns hanging, and I didn't see that, but I just thought it looked cute and cozy. So yeah, there we go, and I'm nearly at the end. I put some composter in there if you've been gardening, and then I really bushed out the side. I really wanted it to look overgrown. Look, it's kind of, the plants are kind of taking over, isn't it? So had a lot of fun with that. Again, it's not really a tutorial because I'm just like throwing stuff. And then I thought, right, now I've got to get inside, and the only way to get in is through the roof. So I built myself a hill. And then I'm just going to speed up now and I just gutted out basically like a rectangle until I thought, well, I don't want to go any bigger because this is meant to be like a mini build. And look at this picture, right? It's cream and brown. So I thought, well, the only blocks I've got is dark oak and sand. And I know it's sand, but it's the only colour that was really like a beige. So I went for that, and then I went for a slightly paler wood, I think it's spruce, for the floor, just so it contrasts with the oak. And I thought, well, okay, I'm happy with that size. You know, in a real world, I would have gone bigger, but it's meant to be a quick build. I decided to put some oak logs going up, so it gives that like pillar effect. And then I went outside and remembered that I have to cover it up because this is meant to be like a hidden base, isn't it? So I don't want to see it. Yeah, I'm getting really happy with that. Now it's time to pretty up the inside and decide what I want. So one thing I know I definitely wanted was a fireplace in this corner. Now I'm going a bit different. I'm going to put the campfire right in the corner and make it, because you know it's a funny shaped room. Put some cobblestone for the chimney. You know, I used to say chimney when I was a kid. It's weird, isn't it? And break the block so the smoke comes out. Make a little chimney going up. There's other words I used to say as well, like vanilla and stuff. Yeah, I think that. Well, I know I'm dyslexic, so that's what that's all about. Now, the next thing I make after the fireplace is an area for like reading and studying, because I know that's part of the movie. So I put like some books, some candles for candlelight. I don't know why I put a bell there. I just liked it. More candles. It just looks like a nice, like, almost... Now, this is me trying to find a ring. I ended up going for blaze powder because it's kind of in a ring shape. Yeah. Around the campfire, I've gone for these cozy armchairs as well. But that looks quite snug when, you know, Gandalf comes about and they have a bit of a sit down by the fire. It's nice. I'm going to put some things in those picture frames in a bit. Just kind of hint at the story. Some more greenery inside. Now I'm going to do a kitchen, something really cozy. So I'm going to do like half a kitchen. So I put some cupboards on the top, another lamp, some lovely cake and something cooking on the hob. I think I put a stew there. Oh yeah, and I put some books because obviously The Lord of the Rings is a classic book. I thought I'd put spyglass, some maps, because it's all about the journeying and the travelling in Lord of the Rings, isn't it? And then I thought I'd put some cosy carpet down, but there wasn't really any nice natural colours, and I didn't want like a bright colour, so I went with grey. I think it worked quite well. And then for some reason, it just absolutely chucked it down in Minecraft. It always rains when I play it. Right, so this is my solution to not being able to have a big round door. I put a ladder in the roof directly above the door. So even though you can't go in the door, you come down out the top. So that's my build. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to give you a little tour now of the finished build, and I hope you like it. I'll see you next time. Bye!